So welcome to NANOG 74 here in Vancouver. It's pretty good to be here, right? I don't know if all of you agree with me, but I'm kind of a foodie, and I think those who know me well will agree that Vancouver, I think, has some of the best Japanese food anywhere in North America. So if you're so inclined, I would highly recommend that you follow the Ryan Donnelly diet and eat nothing but ramen and sushi for the next 3 days. And the only thing that I will say about that is that it's guaranteed to be delicious. So, moving on, here we are. I was looking back and I realized that we actually haven't had a NANOG in Canada in 3 years. Like, last time I think was Montreal. And we have not been in Vancouver in over 6. So it's great to be back, right? The weather's doing great things for us, while we're here, welcoming us back in proper Pacific Northwest fashion. We have over 900 of you here. There are 264 members, 9 students, 21 college immersion participants, and 224 first-timers. I think that's a pretty good turnout, right? So how about a round of applause for that? Yeah. Now, before we go any further, there's a very important message that I have from Billy Idol regarding the weather. So please, it's October. It's Vancouver. It's the Pacific Northwest. Bring a light sweater wherever you go, and probably an umbrella too. Yesterday we had a hackathon, and while I was not there, the feedback that I've had is incredibly positive. I heard it went really well, so thank you to Oracle and to Pseudo for sponsoring. I think it's a great addition to our program. Could I get a show of hands for those that were there? And good? Yeah? I'll take that as a yes. Okay. As you guys have heard me say before many times, we have a great cadre of sponsors sitting alongside us, helping us put these programs on. We think of these folks like family. They're there alongside us. They've been through thick and thin with us, various stages of organizational growth, various initiatives, various funding levels, and they've stood steadfastly by our side. So let's get a big round of applause for our sponsors. We quite literally could not do this without you, so thank you very much. Now, since this is the last time you're going to hear from me as board chair, what I thought I would do is take a few minutes, in keeping in mind that I know you guys like short openings, but talk about what it means to be a part of something. And by that I mean being a member of NANOG. You see, we have an election going on right now, and we have a slate of great candidates. We have a set of bylaw initiatives on the ballot, and then I looked at our turnout for last October. 28.6% of the members voted. 28%. I don't know how else to say this, so I'm just going to say it. That isn't good enough. We need more from you as members. Could I get a show of hands for all the members in the room? How many folks are you here? Okay, so this message is for you. We need more. This is a room full of brilliant people, experienced people. Everyone has their own lens on what they want the organization to be and what they've seen it turn into. We want your perspective in deciding how this organization is governed and the kinds of initiatives we want to take on. So we need your voice, we need your time. Please take a minute, get educated, and vote. There's really no such thing as not voting, right? There's just the scenario in which you amplify the voice of the person next to you. I'm the kind of person that's voted in every state and federal US election since I turned 18. It's just who I am. And it's the kind of turnout and the kind of dedication that I would ask of our members as well. So, becoming a member, what does it mean? It means you get an express registration lines, it means you get discounts on registration, it means you get the ability to vote, and it means you get a bunch of special considerations in every meeting. So these are all really, really good things and you want them. So please, for those of you that haven't become members, join us. Add your voice to the chorus. We need your input, we need your expertise, we want your thoughts on how we transform this organization. If you look at the ballot, you will see the list of bylaw changes that we're proposing for your consideration this time around is large. Please be thoughtful. Please engage. Please look at them. Please read them. Ask us questions. We want all that input. And as I mentioned, we have a fantastic group of people that are on the ballot running for the board. There's 2 seats that are vacant, mine and Dave Temkin's. Get to know them. Talk to them. Ask them questions. And actually, next up, one of the board candidates, the current PC chair, Mr. Ryan Woolley, is going to take it over from here. So thank you very much, and have a great NANOG.
All right, thank you, Ryan. As Ryan mentioned, I'm Ryan Woolley. I'm the current PC chair. So I get the pleasure this time of giving you the rundown of the network diagram. So thanks to TELUS for the 1 gig of transit. You might be able to see that, but that terminates into an Arista 7280 QR and some layer 2 beyond that. So that's your internet access while you're here. Okay, quick notes on the program. We have, I think, a really great program this time. We have 27 presentations. Again, all these submissions are solicited by the PC in some cases or submitted to the PC, but all of them are reviewed. On average, about 10 people get a chance to look at and provide comments on each of the publications that you're about to see. Nothing here is paid placement. There are 20 folks who are appointed by the board to perform this function. And PC is self-governing. If you have any questions on the PC roles, there's appointments will be not this NANOG, but after the following NANOG. You can look for the folks with the blue badges that say committee, and feel free to ask us any questions. A couple highlights on the talks that we have. Shortly after me, we'll be starting off with a keynote from Paul Barford of University of Wisconsin. He had a paper that was widely published in the media on climate change risks to internet infrastructure, so he'll be opening. That'll be an excellent talk. Many of you know Richard Steenbergen, who has presented on optical networking in the past. He'll be talking about the economics of optical networks as well. We brought back the security track. That's tomorrow morning, and we have a number of speakers. The focus is BGP route security this time. On Wednesday afternoon, we have a number of talks related to telemetry and NetFlow that we've grouped together, so I think that's very topical for many people and probably worth checking out. A couple notes on the microphones. You'll see throughout the room microphones. After the presenter has finished speaking, and if there is time remaining for questions and you have a question for the speaker, just go ahead and walk up to the microphone, wait to be acknowledged by the speaker, introduce yourself, provide your name and your affiliation, and please remain at the microphone long enough for the speaker to finish answering your question. Please also note that NANOG has an attendance charter. The details are available on the website, but briefly, please treat everyone respectfully. Realize that your behavior reflects on you, on your organization, your affiliate / employer, and on NANOG as a whole. We have lightning talks that'll be presented on Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you have an idea for a lightning talk, which is about a 10-minute presentation, you can submit that today or tomorrow for either the Tuesday or Wednesday slots. The program committee will vote to accept the 3 best talks for each of those. The agenda is available online in Guidebook. There's a webcast URL if you want to follow along if you need to step away. And almost all the presentation materials will be available from the agenda as links in case you want to take a look at them later. You are right now in Region C through F. We'll have general sessions here for most of this, as well as beer and gear, for a slightly larger environment since that's a pretty popular event. Region C foyer just outside will have breaks and espresso, and A and B around the corner will have breakfast and lunch. Tuesday social is at the Harbor Event Center. Please fill out your surveys. We ask this of you every time and try and remind you between sessions, but this is the primary mechanism by which the staff, the board, and the program committee get to know what you like and what you didn't like. So please take a minute to fill those out. We actually do read them, and they do make a difference in the quality of the presentation. You also have a chance to win these fantastic prizes that are presented here. So an additional incentive for you, aside from having an even better NANOG program, is you can win some of these gifts. All right, that's all I had. I think we finished up a little bit early, so we'll be back at 10:30 with our keynote presentation. You can hang tight until then. Thanks.